people will not congregate there. So before any other crisis comes, the FRSC, the LASMA, the police, on the way here now, I saw NEMA officials. All of us now needs to come together to begin the campaign of maintain your lane. If we cannot get it right there, between, there's a gas station before Ojodubega.
Yeah. Between
there and Alakpere is a tight gridlock also. Why? People have formed 2 lanes. The FRSC personnel are not going to sleep on the road. The guys in Ajad, I mean, those guys have been there early this morning. The FRSC guys are there. Lasma is there.
I was going to ask you, you know, the efforts that you see of all of this.
They're all there. They're there. Now, one of the shocking and the most painful part is the fact that it is the people who went to school that are actually doing this nonsense. I saw a 2017 Jeep. I don't want to mention the brand so that I won't be selling them because they won't pay us money for advertising. I saw 2 Jeeps that I mean 2017 models driven by, when you look at the guys that are driving it, the men in it, they are not the drivers, they are the owners of the vehicle. They came completely out of the 3 lanes that had been formed in that Ajah axis and now came to the exit point. That's where they want to go in through, because they are driving a 2017 vehicle, or because they think, oh yes, I am an important person in the society. 2.5 hours yesterday, I was with the FRSC, the LASMA guys, at that particular spot, ensuring that the traffic moves.
I'll give you an example. You know, this thing you've said now, about 3 weeks ago, before this crisis, around Mile 2 area, we went, I took my other brother to go see my other sister, but we didn't get there because of traffic. So we stopped to buy fuel. This same situation, but we were inside the fuel station, and a Jeep came, not 2017, but a Jeep came, and it was soldiers inside. And I said, you cannot do that. This is the way we're going. Why are you coming from the other end? So I looked and I saw their boss. He looked like either a brigadier general or... So I walked up to him and said, sir, this is not right. And you know what he said? That's the problem with you people. That's the problem with you people. You don't know where I'm coming from. I just need to buy this. I said, sir, you don't know where we are coming from. True. So why should we be like this? I bring this up because you said common sense is lacking.
Severely, not just lacking, severely
How
lacking.
do we get to that point where we can...
Yes, if we say common sense is lacking, I won't want to generalize, because we still have some people who would rather maintain that same lane, you know, and do what is right.
87% of us don't have it.
Oh, well, I don't know where you got the statistics from, but let's come to road safety.
He hasn't finished. I'm coming. Okay. Let him address this thing. How do we get to that point where we can begin to, because it's part of road safety, if the people cannot maintain that lane, how do we do that? Okay,
the way out is all state governments in this country and the federal, they have ministries of information. And we also have National Orientation Agency. Nobody is talking to anyone. The work is overwhelming for Omeje and his team. They can't do it alone. Yes, they are here right now, but if we have all the stations in the country running jingles about the fact that we need to maintain our lane, we need to be disciplined, we need to do things right, using the Nigerian language, God forbid, assuming there's a natural disaster and there is need to evacuate this city of Lagos, what percentage of people do you think can go out? So the various ministries of information should begin to join the team of running this campaign. All the electronic and print media needs to also join. If we do not do that, if we continue this way, we are sitting not only on a keg of gunpowder, we are sitting on Scud missiles.
Okay, let's talk more, of course, about this safety. The Federal Road Safety Corps said they've deployed 36,000 marshals, 795 patrol vehicles, motorcycles, you know, a whole lot of things. Would you say all of this is adequate for this time and even beyond?
If they had more resources, I'm sure they would deploy. They have only deployed what is in their disposal. Now, among the 36,000 that they counted, they didn't count me. So it's now 36,001. And there are other volunteers like I do who have also joined the team. Excellent they have done so far. They did 2015, they did 2016, and improving on what they did in those 2 years now, because in those 2 years they didn't deploy up to 36,000 men. But now they have put in 36,000 men, and volunteers like us also joining. We are gradually walking towards that direction, but the percentage of disobedience out there, that do you know who I am? Somebody is calling. Yesterday, a vehicle was apprehended for driving against traffic, and he was calling a chairman of a body, and so I had to talk to the chairman, and because I just wanted to maintain relationship, because I'm part of Apapa. I'm part of the people managing Apapa traffic, and anywhere I see traffic, I stop. I'm on our way here now, despite the fact that I was already late on the bike. A vehicle broke down, obstructing the flow of traffic. I got down from the bike and pushed the vehicle off the road. So the 36,000 men that they have deployed and the various vehicles, yes, that's what they have in their disposal. If they have more, they will put more. 36,000 is not enough for this country, but that's all they have. And for doing so, I'll give them some.
You've talked about disobedience. Yeah. So are we going to say, well, people are disobeying traffic rules, what can we do? We don't have enough, you know, FRSA officials to take care of things, or they are even, you know, hampered in some way, you know, to take care of it. Should we just, you know, just resign to fate? No,
we shouldn't resign to fate. Just like I said in a place yesterday, I said government must empower these men the more. I can tell you now that among the 36,000, somebody has pushed at least 50 of them with vehicles. When they say stop, close range, and they will be pushing uniformed personnel with their vehicles because they know one honorable, in quote. Should this continue? The answer is no. For us to stop it, we must start prosecuting. Anyone that has sucked any of these men should be prosecuted. But as long as we are not prosecuting, I mean, I let go of one yesterday, I said. He drove against the traffic. I was the one that caught him. I didn't have a booking sheet on me, but I'd called the police, so the police were already there to pick him up before his boss appealed to me, and I let him go. So, but when we start prosecuting, there will be adjustment.
At what level? Is it an offense? Yeah. Because I do know in other climes, I've driven outside this country. So if you're driving on a particular lane and you go this way without trafficating, you could be booked.
Yes.
But they're watching you. You go that way without trafficating. They let you go. You go again without trafficating. You go again without trafficating. They stop you, collect your license, dock it, or either they perforate it. If you get 3 strikes like that, your license is suspended. Do we do that?
I think every country have their own. What you're referring to is the penalty point. It's not just instantly that they pick it and they would have gone through the record of the contraventions you have had before now. Okay? At 14 points, you punch. At 21, you withdraw. Okay? That is what if you notice now, you notice that most of our tickets now are done electronically. That's the so to be able to get your record on the violation. How many times have you really violated? What does those number of times accrue to in terms of the penalty points? I must be honest with you that we are in the process of working out something that will really give us a perfect arrangement like what you have just said. I was at the State House of Assembly, Lagos State House of Assembly, and they are looking at the Lagos Transport Sector Reform Bill. One of the proposals I took to that house was we are working at having all the state traffic management agencies let the traffic offenses and the codes be uniform all across the country. What I'm prosecuting is what LASMA is prosecuting, is what VIS is prosecuting. The penalty point should also be uniform. When Mr. Patrick commits an offense in Yobe, and the Yobe traffic agency is the one that caught him, they book him, upload it to the FRSC database. So we also put it in there